And howdy folks, tonight we're over here at the All-Star and Pop Century Side Resorts, and we just jumped onto Skyliner, so we're heading on over to the Caribbean Beach right now. That's going to be the junction point if you guys want to hop off and then go on over to the Hollywood Studios, or continue on up to the Riviera, and from there even on over to the Epcot.
Disney's Pop Century Resort.
As you guys noticed, we got Morgan and Marley back.
We're on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
So we're out as a family tonight, taking a run along the old Skyliner, checking out Disney at nighttime, a little different. We're usually up here in the daytime, so nighttime's a little bit different. But as you guys see on the in the background there, we've got the Pop Century Resort, and then on the other side, we've got the Art of Animation. And this cart's a little bit dirty, so they don't like to clean them too much, so it makes it a little harder to see. But at nighttime, it's real pretty out there when you guys get to see this stuff real up close. Really dark here. They need to put some more lighting in here so you get to see a little bit more. The best spots to be along the run here are going to be around the Caribbean Beach area, down at the Hollywood Studios area, and over at the Epcot Center area there. You're going to see more in that area just because of the lighting and stuff like that. Over here it's really dark, so you don't see a lot. But it's still relaxing. And even in the heat, it's cranking. Usually during the days it's anywhere between like 95 and like $102, somewhere in that proximity. And it's still pretty cool in these cars. And you can see on the right hand side the Caribbean Beach coming up. That's all lit up. And in the background there, over to the right, that big old building's the Riviera Resort. And way in the distance, if you look carefully, you can see the Epcot Bowl.
In just a few moments, we will be arriving at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. All passengers must disembark or transfer at this station. We hope you enjoyed your journey, and thank you for flying the Disney Skyliner.
And you heard it, we're going to be getting out here. So this is the place you're going to actually have to get out and choose where you want to go. So you can either walk over to the Caribbean Beach, you could stay on. If you guys jump off and jump on another one, you can stay on and follow it all the way through to Epcot. Or you can go to the left up here when you get out, walk out, take a left, and it's going to take you all the way over this way to Hollywood Studios, way in the distance. And as you can see, as you get closer to these resorts, they start getting a little bit more lit up, so you get at least to see something.
Please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your steps. Thank you for flying with us.
And we're going to get off here, and we're going to head on over to the Hollywood Studios side. Then we're going to take a piggyback ride on back, and then we're going to head on over to the Riviera, and then on down to Epcot. This is the big junction center. When you guys get out, this is where you're going to make a decision. If you guys want to go over to the Caribbean Beach, that's over yonder here. And you can actually, you got to walk up the road there. It's actually up there, probably about a good half a mile. Maybe a little less than that. But you're going to walk across the bridge over near the bus and take a left past that bridge. It'll take you to where you're going. And over here, this one's going to take you right on over to the Riviera. Or as I said, you could walk on down the ramp right here and head on over to the Caribbean Beach. This is to the Epcot. And I'm so glad we're not going back to the Art of Animation anytime soon. Look at that line, guys. So we're heading over to Hollywood Studios, and as you can see, there's nobody over here. Do you got a clear one? We got a clear one.
Oh yeah.
Thanks a lot, man. And as you guys noticed, I'm in another clear one. So sometimes you have to ask. I've got this posted in several videos before, but you got to ask sometimes. If it's dead, like right now, this side's got nobody at all in there. So if you ask, usually they'll say just wait a couple of cars and they'll hook you up with one. Now there's no decals on this one, so it makes it a little easier to film. However, some of these are really dirty, so it's one of them try and try again. And here's one of the cars coming in with a lightsaber in there. If you guys see the lightsaber through the old Toy Story card there, the red one. But we're getting ready to launch right now. But we're heading over to Hollywood Studios. So my family's actually up a couple of cars ahead of me. I'll hook up with them in a few minutes. And as I said earlier, we're usually not up here at nighttime. We're actually going to be coming back up again this following weekend because I want to do some night shooting. It's something I miss. I love coming in here at nighttime. We're just over at the Magic Kingdom, so we ate over at the Polynesian tonight. If you guys get a chance, we ate at the Kona Cafe.
We're flying to Disney's Hollywood Studios.
We got our leftovers packed in our bag here, but yeah, you get over and you get to see the lights around the Magic Kingdom in the monorail, and it's just wow. You got to get back over and shoot. So I'm usually here in the mornings. I try to get up nice and early and get over, but being at night and seeing what's out here again, just wow, it totally brings back everything. So you want to get out and do some night shooting. It makes it a little difficult because I do work a full-time job. It's just a hobby for us. So hopefully someday it'll be more than a hobby, but for now we'll just keep swinging out the videos and stuff. And you can see coming up in the distance, this is Hollywood Studios. You got the Star Wars section over on the left. Over on the right-hand side, you're going to have the that little, you see a little bit of the building in the, like kind of like orangish red right there. That's the Hollywood Tower of Terror. Underneath that, where all the red light is right there, the double red lights, that's the bus section. So when you're coming in, that's where the buses are going to hook you up there. Over to the left there a little bit where all the car lights are, that's where your entrance is going to be. So when you get out of here, you're going to walk over to the left, and way in the back there is where the Star Wars section is, over to the far left. And it's starting to slow down now. I notice it's getting a little darker, but what I happened to notice tonight coming out, because I just was shooting over at the Pop Century Resort, is the pools are filling up at nighttime, which tells me that a lot of people are abandoning the idea of going into the parks and they're using the pools. So hopefully they adjust that pricing sometime soon. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that people are leaving without bags here, and if that's the case, that means they're not going into the parks. So lower the pricing, get the people into parks. You know, I think when I moved away years back at 15, I think the annual pass with the blackout dates was like $352.11 or something like that. So you could come up except for the holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year Day. So as long as you avoided them, you had a lot you could go to, and it was like $352. And now the same park pass, just the I think the Pirate Pass is the number 2 one. With the water parks on there is like $900 and some. It's crazy. So the uptick in that, I think $699 is the Pixie Dust one, and that's with no weekends at all. So that's way out of control. They've tripled the price of the park passes. They got to lower that down, and you'll see the numbers in the parks get a little bigger. And for me, it's nice because we can get in and do a lot of shooting, and you don't really have a lot of people in the background. It's nice when you get to get on rides, but at the same time, you know, you can't keep making the prices go that high and keep the people out. You want to get people in the parks.
Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin,
And like I said, Tower of Terror, you got a boat down there in front of it. So that boat will actually take you over to the boardwalk, the yacht club, the beach club. And if you disembark over at the boardwalk, you can actually go and take another boat over to Epcot. So it's a short boat ride. But we're coming in now. I'm going to hook up with my family that's waiting out there for me.
Gracias por volar con nosotros.
And this is where you guys are going to get off down here at the Hollywood Studios section. So you're going to get off. You do have to get off. You're going to walk down the ramp, and then you're going to walk around and walk back up if you want to get on. Or if you want to go into Hollywood Studios, you can just walk on over and go on in if you've got the tickets. Or you can walk over to the boat over there, jump on the boat and head on over to the yacht, beach, Swan, Dolphin, Swan Reserve, Yacht Club, Beach Club, Epcot. So it goes to all those, and it's taking off right now. That's rare you get to see stuff like that. And over there you got the Swan, the Dolphin, and the boat pulling out. And over here, Hollywood Studios. They need a lot more in here, but it's still one of my favorite parks. And we're not going in there this evening. And no, we got to get back in line, Molly. We're going to go back on the Skyliner again. And we'll catch you guys in a minute. And we're getting back on the Skyline, guys. Take it easy. And we're back on the Skyline, guys, and we got some company on this trip over. So once again, this is coming over on the Skyliner from the Hollywood Studios, and we're going to be heading on back to the Caribbean Beach Resort. So as you guys can tell, it's super dark out there. We don't usually shoot these guys in the dark, but today we decided to shoot this one. We don't usually get over here in the nighttime, so it's a little different for us. I like the lights. I wish you guys could see it as we see it looking out. Right now, this cart isn't the best to look out, but it's still, it's a little different than shooting during the day. It's kind of cool seeing all the different features out there.
Disney's Pop Century Resort and Disney's
And that's looking back through the cart to the Hollywood Studios. Up ahead, way in the distance, is going to be the Riviera, and then the
Bye.
Caribbean Beach Resort after that. Over on this side, you can see in the distance, you've got the Epcot ball there. It's in the blue, so it's a little harder to see through the glass at nighttime. With that, they've got like a tinted film on the outsides of these guys, so you can see a little bit through. But it just gives you an idea and a feeling of what it's like being on these Skyliners. If you could look out the vents, this is how lit it is. So it's a lot different than just looking out the windows. So there's not really a lot to see. No different than really out in the daytime. Daytime, you just got cars down there, parking lots. You got a little bit of a little stream or a little, it's not like a little river, it's a little stream or a waterway going through.
Around Walt Disney World Resort travels all the way to the Everglades, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Gulf of Mexico.
Got a little light there. But it'll stay dark for a little while. Then as you get close to something like a resort or a junction point, it's going to start lighting up again. But it gives you an idea how calm it is to be riding these things. It's a nice quick way of transportation instead of jumping on buses and having to wait for them to go through. Sometimes even a whole, it's like a bus route they have to go through if you go into certain resorts. Like the last time I came over, I was at the Yacht, Beach, and boardwalk. And I actually want to go to the boardwalk.
Did you
and
know that
you have
the
to go through
entire
the
Walt Disney
big
World
yacht
Resort is
first,
over
then the
40
beach, and then the
square miles?
boardwalk. So it's quite a
That's
bit of
about the same
bus
size
stops
as
to
the
get to
city
where
of
you're
San
going. So
Francisco,
these
and
are a lot
double
quicker.
the island of Manhattan.
And even though it's dark right now, you're going to see some lighting coming up ahead, and it's going to start getting, it's going to seem like it's getting a little quicker along the route here. And once again, at nighttime, just remember what time you guys are getting on these Skyliners and stuff. If you're getting out, like right now, the park's starting to empty out from the Hollywood Studios, so that line you saw as we were getting on is getting a little bit bigger than usual. And sometimes them lines are all the way down the road, so if you guys are looking to get out here, leaving a park, make sure you try to get out ahead of the crowd, or wait until the crowd has died down and then come out last. I know a lot of people like to come out in the middle of things, but sometimes walking out at the end, we've gone out at Hollywood several times where as we're walking out, because we're like the last ones, some of the rides are still open and they let you get right on them. So we were actually leaving one night, it was a 3-hour wait to get on the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We actually got on it within like 10 minutes. They just let us go on. They were closing up the park and they're like, nah, jump in line, you're good. But right now we're coming into it's the junction point right now at the Caribbean Beach. I don't know if I said that backwards before, but this is the Caribbean Beach. If you go to the left, you're going to go to the Riviera, and to the right is going to take you on over to the Art of Animation. It's actually where we came from. So we're getting out right now, and we're going to head on down to the other end of this walkway here and take a left. We're going to jump on the Riviera / Epcot side of this Skyliner, guys. So here we go. You're going to head on out. You're going to follow this right on down to the end here, and you'll see the signs up above. So if you're not sure where to go, it's going to tell you. Give you guys a little view of what you're looking at here. These are the Skyliners that have come in. They're going to make the turn, go back towards Hollywood Studios. And up here, you're going to see a little Skyliner sign up there. And to the left up here, you're going to see the Hollywood Studios. Once again, that's the ride over to the Hollywood Studios, guys. So that's where you're going to get on, Hollywood Studios. And now we're heading over to Epcot and Riviera. So that's on this side. Over there is the big one, Art of Animation Pop Century. And then there's that guy. Alright, I'm going to try to get a clear Skyliner here. The Princess and the Frog. Coco. And maybe we'll get lucky and get the clear one. Can we get the clear one? Can we get the clear one?
Alright, hold on.
You got her, man.
How many? Are you heading to Riviera? Hey, right here it is.
Thanks a lot, man. And once again, we're back on, guys. Hopefully this cart's a little better than the last cart. The last one, it didn't have any decals on it, but you could not see out of that thing. But again, there's Morgan over there, back from vacation. So right now we're over at the Caribbean Beach Resort. So this is one you're going to need to get off and then jump onto another Skyliner. And currently we're heading over to the Riviera. And I do a lot of these Skyliners because we get tons of people requesting these things. out of Skyliner. And in the distance, if you guys see the Epcot ball there, or Spaceship Earth, as most people call it.
Welcome aboard.
That's what it looks like at
You are
nighttime.
on the Disney
Beautiful
Skyliner
thing
at
spins
Disney's
around, looks like a
Caribbean
ball on
Beach
like a
Resort.
turning
We're
pedestal.
flying to Disney's Riviera Resort with
Down
continuous
below?
flights to Epcot.
Down below, you've got the Caribbean Beach.
Hold on to your
And it
straw
is
hats.
quiet there
We
tonight.
are about to enter the heart of the Caribbean.
There's Epcot ball. And there is the Riviera Resort. And in the distance, it looks like you got some fireworks.
We are now sailing over
Yep, you
Disney's
got some
Caribbean
fireworks
Beach
over there.
Resort, home to a collection of tropical villages inspired by the colorful architecture and lifestyle of the Caribbean islands.
Now, the hard thing about shooting at nighttime is, as you see the carts coming up, you can't really even see them. But during the day, it's a nice shot because you get a lot of carts coming at you with all the different pictures. But I think it's a lot better riding these things at nighttime. It's
In
just
a minute,
looking down,
we
you
will
don't
be
get to see
arriving at
this stuff.
Disney's Riviera Resort,
This is priceless
a
down there.
Disney
You've got the
vacation
Caribbean
club that
Beach with
celebrates
the
the
pirate
relaxing
pool in the
seaports and
background.
romantic
You've got the
vistas
Riviera
of
all
Europe's
lit up.
Mediterranean coast.
And I've said it 100 times, not really a fan of the Riviera. A lot of people like the high rises like that. I like the little guys that sit low to the ground. You park your car in front. You get to use your car, the boats, the buses.
Ciao.
But this is more if you like the hotel type stay.
Hello, and welcome to Disney's Riviera Resort.
Just not,
If
I
you
don't
are
know.
traveling to
It's a pretty
Epcot,
resort
please
walking
remain
around,
on board.
but just not a fan of them. I like the old fashioned stuff. And right here, we're now at the Riviera. We're coming on down. Now you can either stay on or get off,
Please
depending on what
remain
you want to do
seated until
today.
The doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying.
Yes, we're staying on, Marley. We're going to ride right on through. We don't want to get out to Riviera. We want to look at Coco right there. So you've got two opportunities to get out of your car here. The door is going to open here magically. Wow, that was magical. And around the corner. You got it. Or you could go around the corner here where that other guy is. We call him that guy. You can get off over there if you want. But we're going to stay on, do the little around the corner thing here. And we're going to head right on over to the boardwalk. And it's gonna, you're not gonna be able to get off over there. You're gonna go around a little corner and then bank right, head over to Epcot. And this is really, if you guys are riding at nighttime, this is why you want the clear cart. If you're filming it all, you want a good video recorder, something that's gonna record in low lighting. But the key is you wanna get over near Epcot. There's a lot of lights over there. You're near the Ratatouille section, and it's really pretty coming in. So you wanna get a nice open cart, no pictures on it. Hopefully it's clean, and then a nice low light camera. Our preferred camera is the Hero 8. That guy. Now it's a sit and wait right now. We're just waiting to get launched. And we actually just recently shot the Caribbean Beach. I shot that myself, actually. And just make sure if you guys are coming over here, know what color building you're staying in. And there is multiple sections that have the pink building. So you want to make sure if you're staying in pink, you know exactly where it's located, because you can be on the wrong side of the lake. And then you got to do a lot of walking to get there. So if you guys have any issues where you don't like walking, definitely request at the resort that you want to stay near the hospitality house or check in. That would save you a lot of walking.
Disney Skyliner at Disney's Riviera Resort. If you're just joining us, we are on our way to Epcot.
And if you guys are coming down anytime
Ladies and
soon, there's
gentlemen,
minimal
we invite
construction
you to
going on at the
relax,
Caribbean Beach.
relax,
So if you guys
and
like
enjoy
staying
the
there,
most
there's minimal
magical
construction
flight
going
on
on. We're coming through now and making our way to the boardwalk, and you can see in the distance the fireworks there over at Epcot. Sounds like a thunderstorm. And I've been in there nights where you just see people setting up the cameras on the big tripods. I'm guessing it's a lot of the YouTubers getting that ball. There's like a kind of like a musical show that goes with the ball, so you guys can actually film the whole thing where it changes all kinds of colors. I think we've got one posted. I don't know if we have the whole video of it or just partial to give you an idea what it's like, but just type up the Epcot Ball Country Bear Tours. And once again, anytime you guys are looking for any video and you're not sure where to find it and you're looking for one of our videos, you could just type up like Epcot Country Bear Tours, Boardwalk Resort Country Bear Tours, everything just followed by Country Bear Tours, and you'll find our videos. We did have the website posted last year, and hopefully we're going to get things rolling where we can get that reposted. You get so many people trying to get in touch with us about how to get that website, how to find it, and we actually took it down, so we'll be getting it back out. We just don't have a lot of time right now for the maintenance of that. It's a lot of work shooting the videos, editing the videos, and working a full-time job. So
pack your passports. We are on our way to Epcot International Gateway.
once again, in the distance, you got Hollywood Studios way over there to the left. So the run to the Hollywood from the last junction point takes you parallel to the boardwalk. But you're going to be over on the left side. I'll take you over there to Hollywood Studios. And once again, if you don't get a chance to ride the Skyliners, sometimes it's a great picture opportunity just to get up and see something over at the Hollywood Studios. Or you got an aerial shot of something that you may not have during the day, so it's definitely worth getting out at nighttime. Tonight, it's warm out, but it's, you know, it's manageable. We've come to a stop right now, so it's going to be interesting to see how long we're up here. We're kind of pushing the deck a little bit tonight because we're going to be getting off of this and then getting back to the Disney Springs area right somewhere around the time the buses are going to stop. So we're trying to push the envelope a little far, but hopefully we make it back there. Otherwise, we're going to be trapped here. So let's hope we make it back to the car tonight. Now, once again, you do not need to be staying on property to ride these guys. You just need to stop over at Disney Springs, head over to a resort that's on the Skyline run, and then jump up on the Skyliners. We actually came over just for dinner tonight, so we stopped in, took a bus over to the Polynesian, had our reservation over there, finished up, and then jumped on the monorail. Got to see the monorail at night. Then we jumped on the Skyliner to see some nice lights along the way here. You get to see some interesting things. Even the rescue vehicles out there, the first responder vehicles with the green lights or security, whatever they are down there. It's cool seeing them in the distance, brightens up the light.
In just a few moments, we will be taking a scenic spin around the Skyliner turn station. Please remain seated. This station was designed.
You got the
for
Swan and
turning
Dolphin
only.
over there to the right. This is the scenic spin we're going to take in a couple of seconds. Now this is actually just like kind of like a wraparound 90 degree to the right, because it's not a actual section you're going to get off on. So you're going to stay on, and this is how they're going to get you over to Epcot. So you got to kind of do like a right hand turn to the right. Otherwise it kind of wouldn't be a right hand turn. As you guys can see way in the distance, you got the Epcot buildings over there. We'll look back a little bit. You got somebody's horn down there going off. And now if you guys are looking over to the left area there, straight ahead, kind of a little bit to the left, you've got the yacht and the beach clubs. You've got the Swan, you've got the Dolphin. You can't see the Swan Reserve buried in the back there. Now if you guys are coming down anytime soon, the Swan has so much scaffolding in the back, the whole back of the building is solid scaffolding. The Dolphin has got a little bit on the actual fountains out in the front, so they've already done a lot of renovations over at the Dolphin side. So if you guys are staying there, if you're going to choose between the two, I'd go Dolphin side. If you like the scaffolding in your pictures for your Disney vacation, then I'd recommend the Swan, but there's a lot of construction going on. And if you guys are checking out the deals online and stuff, I think the Swan Reserve is running all kinds of deals. They're pretty comparable to the all-star resorts. We're trying to get people to get over there. Somebody's really got to be parked right underneath this Skyliner with their car. And in the distance, once again, you've got the Epcot Ball, just a little bit of it above the tree line. over on the left here, we've got that's the Swan Reserve right there, that little bit of a white line left and right there. We got somebody down there. Let's get the film down there just in case we can get the guy breaking into the car down there.
Disney's Boardwalk
there he is.
And Disney's Boardwalk Villas. From elegant dining
Morgan,
and magical
tell that guy to get out
to
that car.
lively entertainment just off the shores of Crescent Lake, this charming seaside resort relives the golden era of Atlantic beach towns and turn-of-the-century amusement parks.
So, up on the right-hand side, you're going to have the Epcot stuff over here. So you've got the American Pavilion over there. You've got the Epcot Ball. You've got the Eiffel Tower. And that's going to be the landmarks that take you around the World Showcase.
If you are planning to visit World Showcase today, now might be a good time to practice your holas, ni haos, and konnichiwas. When you arrive at each nation's pavilion, cultural hosts will be waiting to greet you in their native language, helping make your visit to Epcot a truly international exchange.
Morocco. Now, see, you don't really get to see that much right now. Just driving, you see all the lights and stuff. You see a little bit of the Eiffel Tower there. You get to see the Epcot ball a little bit. Now that the show is pretty much over the lights, the ball's like getting a little dimmer. You see some lights lighting back up again. But the cool part is, as we're getting to the end here, everything's going to start looking good. Here's your Ratatouille, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure.
Joy, hope, and friendship.
We've been watching this movie like it's going out of style. One of my favorite rides. It's over quick, but it's a really nice ride. So just like you're in the actual video, going through the kitchen when he falls through there. And this is Epcot, the side entrance over near the boardwalk. And this is where you're going to come into the Skyliner.
When exiting the cabin,
I actually expected a little bit more lighting over here tonight, but it's still pretty.
And watch your step.
And now we got to make a decision. We're getting out, but we got to make a decision. Do we want to get back on, or do we want to go to the next step? But guys, this has been the Skyliner over here tonight at Walt Disney World. It's a night edition shot. Hopefully it comes out. I'm going to try to do my best to get the lighting in on that. But you guys enjoy. We'll see you on the next one.